Hello and a warm welcome to Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Coming up on today's episode. This young contemporary artist holds her solo exhibition in Lagos. Then we move to the nation's capital, where some young creatives have been discovered at this art center. So it's all about young creativity on this week's episode. We'll tell you more about it in a moment. Join us again.
The information age is too busy to observe little things in nature. The artist has a duty to draw attention to these details of nature, for very often, the answers we seek are in the details provided by nature.
After a successful outing in Lagos, a new set of artists have been discovered in the nation's capital, Abuja, at the Thought Pyramid Art Center.
This Undiscovered exhibition in Abuja is coming after a successful outing in Lagos, which shows a young, resolute spirit determined to be part of ongoing conversations within their fledgling souls via this platform created by the Thought Pyramid Art Center.
I realized that in the art industry, most of the exhibitions are with the familiar faces, with the big artists. And then we have thousands of fast-rising artists that we don't even know. So, and then as a gallery, Thought Pyramid Art Center felt like it is time for us to discover new talents, discover new unique stories to tell. So based on that, we had to come up with Undiscovered. So, and it is just us trying to venture into uncharted artistic territories. You know, new ideas, new stories, probably new techniques that we've not witnessed before. And when you go around the exhibition, you can actually confirm that. So when we did the first series in Lagos this year and it was successful, the feedback was great. We decided, okay, why not bring it to Abuja? And the response has been positive.
This exhibition is for the discovering of new talented artists, and then just to expose and visualize their techniques, their talents, and more of what they do as an artist.
There's a lot of hidden things out there that needs to be revealed. Even there's nothing new, but there's a lot of things that we believe it is not everybody that have been aware of it. So that's one of the reasons, and I believe the work I actually presented for the exhibition speak a lot about that.
The canvas of Undiscovered is one that mirrors the essence of resilience, where vibrant pigments of creativity merge to form a masterpiece of encouragement. The audience gets to embark on a journey that goes beyond barriers to celebrate the latent brilliance that resides within the hearts and hands of these new gems.
This is Al-Baytuddin. Al-Baytuddin is an Arabic for the home of religion. It basically means the home of religion, and it signifies it from just being a building and an architectural masterpiece to being a home of believers and people that believers of Islam. And you come here, you feel a sense of belonging when you're with your people, and it goes from being just a structure to being a home where you feel at peace and where you feel among.
I have works of Never Lose Your Joy, like the mail behind me. It talks about the struggle of a man, despite his deep pressure as a man. at the end, he smiles to everything. He smiles in pain, he smiles in distress and all that. No one sees all that. And seeing how the outfit and the look of this figure, it also talks about the contemporary artist. The person right here is an artist. So the struggle of a man will not be shown on his face, and sometimes being shown on his face, but still he expresses that joy and that hope that someday it will surely get better.
I use stylized images as a way to express my emotions or what I feel at the moment. Then, if you look at my work, there's an emphasis on the eyes. So I see the eyes as a way of conveying emotions to the public. When you look at someone, you can see through what they feel. You can get that feeling, whether it's excitement, whether it's sadness, whether it's happiness. And in this exhibition, I tend to talk about the contemporary lifestyle of people, or should I say rather reactions of people, most especially in this time of adversity in the present society.
I use acrylic and textures, and I use the pour technique. I enjoy creating with the pour technique because it allows me to express my creativity. There are no rules, there are no restrictions, there are no, okay, you have to put it in a particular manner. I'm a very emotional person, and I pour my emotions into my work, hoping that whoever experiences my work can channel their inner radiance.
I use the medium of acrylic and canvas mostly. At the end of the day, my artwork, I'm trying to stay away from what is familiar. I'm trying to make people be curious and be mind-boggled about, okay, what lies within. Making something so weird look so complex, and once you are aware of the story that lies within, it strikes you every single time you look at it afterwards. At the end of the day, it is to be able to share the stories that are away from portraitures, just repetitive faces, and tell stories that matter to us. A lot of my works are hinging on the joyful influence of art in mental health, and how art can be very beneficial to shift you from a dark space to a lighter avenue and a space in your mind. So this is what I try to use my work for, and employ simple style, yes, something that just makes you curious.
My work centers around youth and the challenges they pass through and what they see and the excitement that comes with it, being this present generation. So I know that there are a lot of things going on, particularly among the youths, and then they pass through sometimes emotional imbalance and then some kind of mental health. But then this piece is trying to incorporate that feeling of no matter what you're going through as a young person, you should calm down and know that everything will be fine if you take it gradually. So that's the essence of the water pouring down from my head.
Recognizing the trials and tribulations inherent in an artist's journey, the gallery deemed it fit to come up with this initiative, which has given 10 artists from different parts of the country wings to fly.
Third Pyramid Art Center, we believe that the young artists are the future of the industry, because without them, there is no way to sustain what the masters have achieved. So which is why we felt like there is a need to constantly invest, to constantly give back to the Nigerian industry by promoting the young artists. So which is why you see that most of our exhibitions, Next of Kin, Undiscovered, a lot of them is just based on discovering the young artists, those who are talented enough, unique enough, to take over what the masters have created.
I'm an architectural and landscape photographer, and my passion for photography basically started from me wanting to see things from a different perspective. And that being said, I took a step further by documenting patterns, architectural patterns, and landscape and cityscapes. And that grew into wanting to see things from a completely different perspective, which drove me into getting aerial shots using drones and the likes. Yeah.
The spotlight is on dedicated, distinctive, and hardworking young visual artists who were unknown prior to this time or had limited exposure.
As an emerging artist, one of our challenges, or one of my challenges, has been visibility, putting myself out there. Being part of the Undiscovered Group Art exhibition was a surreal experience. It's amazing that there's a platform through Third Pyramid that appreciates artists, whether established or emerging.
Persist, persevere, disregard damning words. Just reflect on art's impact on existence. Then channel all that energy into creations that tell a true story of all the struggles. That's the message the Third Pyramid Art Center is sending with Undiscovered. Our wordsmith for this week is titled Soldier's Chant by John King Ayafe. We're a people assembled by patriotism. We're hopeful in hopelessness and hopeless in hope. We've no shoes, shelter, food, water, and tomorrow. All we have is war and a timed life. Neither huts nor the leaves of trees shields us. We're drums. Dew, sun, and rain be the drummers. Our blood is water for the grass of the fields. We're soldiers, merchants of life and death. We lost ourselves to find peace for our beloved land, vulnerable as meals for the vultures of death. In weakness, we're strong. In weakness, we fear not. We're soldiers, trained to live and to die. We own a time not owned by us. We are fixed in our mobility and mobile in our fixity. Ours is to order even beyond our border. Every man is our brother. Chaos, don't bother. Tranquility is the goal. Fear we fear no foe. We are gallant. Our combat skills and tactics be exalted. We fight when we fall, for death feed us no fear. Salute to the fallen soldiers. Earth echoes their names beyond.
Yes, we salute our fallen heroes. Their labor will not be in vain. Thank you so much, John, our wordsmith for this week. We'll take a moment now on the program, and Art House will continue with more. Stay with us.
And these are the works of art you sent in recently. Let's begin with Falope Ibrahim's oil and canvas painting called Character is Beauty. Then this digital artwork is by Bello Hakim. It's titled Bird. Then God's Will Chima is saying, "Feed us this day, O Lord," with this mixed media work. Inspired is how Paul has captured this work, which is done with oil on canvas. Then Royal Princesses is this acrylic on canvas work done by Lawani Sunday. Another acrylic on canvas work is called Soul Food by H.M. Ogbunaya. Then Slave Trade is Itoya Caleb's piece. Mother's Law is an oil on canvas work done by Olalekan Julius. Then we wrap things up with this work done by Adebayo Emmanuel. It's done with oil on canvas and it's called Embracing Nature's Beauty. That concludes the works of art you sent in recently. We really appreciate you for sending them in as always and encourage you to keep them coming.
See What Your Thoughts Manifest is a solo exhibition by this contemporary artist in Lagos.
About 18 colorful works of art, part of which have been done in series, are being displayed in Naomi Onyeneyi's maiden exhibition titled See What Your Thoughts Manifest at this art space in Lagos.
This work captures the essence of thoughts manifested into reality. Well, I believe that our thoughts have the potential to shape our world, to influence the course of our lives, and to create the reality we experience.
This exhibition is just basically all about thought. And since we've all been there in one thought or the other, our thought of good, our thought of evil, or whatever the thought could be. But what matters is how well we resonate between what we see in here. And I'm sure each and every one of us will definitely find something that speaks to our spirit within our thoughts. And this is more of an open-ended title or theme for an exhibition like this.
The contemporary artist, who has a Bachelor of Arts degree in Fine and Applied Arts from the Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, is a specialist in painting and reveals this dexterity by explaining the inspiration behind the exhibits.
I am driven by my own personal stories and also by the environment, my immediate environment. I draw my inspirations from spiritual, physical, and also metaphysical forces.
One of those works that are so exceptional. You look at the creativity and the amount of work she put into it, put into all the work that we find here. You will know she really done a lot of work trying to put this exhibition together, and I'm so impressed The thoughts and imagination that are behind all the artwork are fantastic.
The eyes are a window to the soul, and thoughts have the power to shape the world. These issues are being examined by the artist.
In here, I have 3 themes, 3 series that I created. The first one in my thoughts. And I also have unspoken words and within my candy. In my thoughts is a series of paintings reflecting the thoughts of a soul, showing the loved ones that we hold dear to our hearts, that keep us going even in tough times. So we carry our thoughts everywhere we go, and this gives us hope not to give up in our journey to achieving our dreams, as this race isn't for ourselves alone, but all those who pertain to us and look up to us.
A pattern of painting is what interests me, and what I find most intriguing, one of our works is this in the thought of mind, how she was able to manipulate several paintings in one canvas. For instance, having a human figure and the mind speaking at the background of that human figures with so many thoughts flowing in and out of the minimal space being used by the artist herself.
Dense impasto compositions, layered surfaces, and a rich palette is what has been employed in these paintings while driving into the depth of the human mind.
My technique in painting, so I make use of the oil color, and I make use most of the time the palette knife, which is my major, to show the textures and the lines and strokes. And I also make use of brush strokes, use of the brush to create flat surfaces, while the palette knife to show the textures. And when I'm showing textures, using vivid colors and strokes to just evoke emotions and ideas on the canvas.
I've known her to be very relentless in that style of work, and it evolved, with the years. And just seeing this debut exhibition as something wonderful, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm very, very impressed seeing that from the time I was a student to when we were painting together in the studio and what she has right now. I can see that there's so much growth in her style and the depth of philosophy when it comes to visual arts.
This artist is a member of the Society of Nigerian Artists, SNA, the Female Artists Association of Nigeria, and the 2020 Visual Art winner for Nigeria in the African Union Feminists Program.
On the next episode of Art House, we'll see more artists who are going solo.
Coming up on Art House. Expression, a solo exhibition of recent paintings by Kingsley Okafor in Abuja. To another solo exhibition by artist Tunde Aleilo to mark his Golden Jubilee celebration in Lagos. We encourage you to keep liking, sharing, and viewing our page so more people can enjoy the ever-bubbly and ingenious art scene in the country.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. Thank you so much for being great company, and I look forward to interacting with you on our various social media platforms. I'm Melinda Akinlami, encouraging you to stay safe and keep being creative.